Good morning, everyone. This is the Rooftop Sports, and here I am to cover the Seattle Mariners, and the Detroit Tigers for the final game of the first half. And all I am really caring about for this game is if Cal Raleigh does beat the Barry Bonds record, or at least tie the Barry Bonds record. So we'll see if he actually does or not. I don't know. But the other thing I'm going to give warning already is that I am possibly going to be unavailable after 1 o'clock. As soon as the clock hits basically 12:50 or like 1 o'clock, I do got to roll because of hashtag don't quit your day job. And to prevent something like this from happening in the future, please subscribe to this channel. Also hit that like button and also donate to my channel. Let's see if we can get to the goal of 50. Shout out to Fritz from yesterday for donating $5. He said I basically put in overtime because of all the insane rain delays that did happen yesterday. And I'm also trying to get my show ready to go for my Instagram. And yep, there it is. My show is now Instagram ready. So let's get ready to go. So the Seattle Mariners will be playing in the next 3 minutes. Pretty sure that there is no delays or anything this time. Be pretty upset there was. So here's the lineup for the Mariners. We got J.P. Crawford, Julio Rodriguez, Cal Raleigh, who is 1 home run away from beating Barry Bonds, or from tying Barry Bonds for their most home runs in the first half. Randy Arozarena, Luke Raley, Mitch Garver, Dom Canzone, who's been on fire. He hit 4 for 5 yesterday. Then we got Ben Williamson and Cole Young. Cole Young, who contributed very well yesterday. Ben Williamson's also increased his batting average to 263. So let's see what the Mariners can do, and let's see where we're at. But first, let's do a quick ad from Sahara Pizza.
We're making half pineapple, half tiki with barbecue chicken. You put the garlic. Put the pineapple on the whole pizza. Remember, they want half pineapple, and the one is going to be tiki. Tiki with pineapple, garlic, feta cheese, artichoke hearts, and the chicken. And we're gonna spread some barbecue on top. And it's ready. Put it on the oven. Let it run.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May. Yep, and this game is about to start in about basically a minute or so. And now here is the pitcher for the Tigers. We've got Jack Flaherty, as he is pitching today for the Detroit Tigers. He's got a 5-9 record with a 4.70 ERA. And you would think that the Mariners should be able to handle this guy, considering that they just rolled over Tariq Skubal and their other starter from yesterday. You would absolutely think, wouldn't you? I mean, but then again, you would be absolutely surprised. And now we're getting close to that first pitch. And watch out for Jack Flaherty. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a knuckle, and a slider. And now here is the first pitch by the Tigers, and it's going to be brought to you by SeatGeek. And now here is the first pitch. and that's going to be up high for a ball. And we are underway here at Comerica Park in Detroit. J.P. Crawford's now batting 287, and now here is the pitch, and that is a foul ball. And now we're at the 1-1 count. And just a warning, I will be taking off, unfortunately, at around 12:50 possibly. Right now, it's not imminent as of now. It's still in the works. Who knows? And now here's the pitch, and that's going to be inside for a ball. J.P. Crawford's career best batting average was 273 in 2021. And now I want to see what his batting average was previously. Now here's a liner to right field, and that is going to be a base hit. And J.P. Crawford's amazing batting continues here in the first half of the season. And let's keep that going. And now up to the plate is going to be Julio Rodriguez. Julio Rodriguez has kind of picked it up in the last few days since he did announce that he is dropping out of the All-Star game, which I do have a heavy amount of respect for him for doing that. And now here is Julio, who is batting 249, who really, by the way, still's got to get it going. And now here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss literally right down the middle, and that is going to be strike one. Now we're looking at 0-1. Now here's the pitch, and that's going to be outside for a ball. And now we're looking at next pitch. And now here's the pitch, low for a ball. Now we're looking at 2-1, and now the pitch, and a swing and a miss, and he chased it on the outside, and that is strike two. As we're looking at 2-2, the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 2-2. And now here's the pitch. Low for a ball, 3-2 the count. Cal Raleigh will be on deck. And I'm checking my Instagram part, and no one has commented anything. Would like to get some comments and engagement because I don't want to be lonely. As we are at 3-2 for Julio Rodriguez. This is pitch number 11 for Flaherty. The pitch. Now here's a fly ball and foul. It looked good for a second, but it was actually fouled back. It looked good on the angle, but I was clearly misled. As now we're at full count, 3-2. Now here's the pitch. Inside for ball 4. Take your base. Aaron Judge with 35 home runs. That's what they're showing. And now it's Cal Raleigh up to the plate, who has a huge opportunity to get some runs in for the Mariners. Now the pitch, and that is low for a ball, ball one. Cal Raleigh batting 261, 38 home runs, and 82 RBIs. And now the pitch, and that is up high for a ball. As we're at 2-0. RBI leaders is Cal Raleigh by 1, along with Aaron Judge and Eugenio Suarez. As now we are at 2-0 for the dumper Cal Raleigh. And now the pitch. And that's a ground ball foul, as now we're at 2-1. Cal Raleigh's still ahead of the count. Now we're at 2-1. And now the pitch. And low for a ball. A check did swing. Did he go? He did not. And that is going to be a 3-1 count. And also, as of now, big update. I will be taking off at around 12:45 to 12:50. So I will not be able to complete this Mariners game, unfortunately. And now here's the pitch. And that is outside for ball 4, as the Tigers, I guess they're afraid of pitching to Cal Raleigh. I don't think they want to be victims to being part of history. So I guess it's just not going to happen for this at-bat for Cal Raleigh. And now it's up to Randy Arozarena, the other all-star for the Mariners. 3 all-stars in a row, believe it or not. And as for my total so far, I'm at 38 shows so far. This is my 38th. And now we are looking at the bases loaded for Randy, and a big swing and a miss, strike 1. And now we're at 0-1 so far. And now the pitch. And that is inside for a ball. And now we're looking at the 1-1 count to Randy Arozarena. And now here's the pitch. And the big swing and a miss, literally right down smack in the middle. And that is going to be strike 2. I mean, he can't even hit things down the middle. And somehow this guy just got selected to the All-Star game. I have no idea how that was even possible. As we're at 1-2 for Randy Arozarena. Now the pitch. And a swing and a miss at the dirt for strike 3. And Randy Arozarena continues. He just made an excellent case why he should not have been in the All-Star game. And now we've got 1 out. And now the Mariners are in danger of hitting into a double play. And it's going to be Luke Raley up to the plate. Luke Raley is batting .230 on the season. He's been off to a little bit of a slow start due to the injuries. And now here's the pitch. And that is going to be low for a ball 1. Now we're at 1-0. And Flaherty is looking for his signs. And now the pitch. And that is going to be a foul ball. And the 1-1. And a swing and a miss, strike 2. As we're at 1-2 for Luke Raley. And now here's the pitch. Now here's a liner to right field, and that's going to be caught. And that is also going to be a double play. And Julio Rodriguez got doubled up, and that is going to retire the side. Just a swing of the bat, and next thing you know, in just 2 batters, the Mariners hit themselves into a double play. And now that will retire the side. Senor, tell me how you make a thin crust Sahara pizza.
With your hands. cornmeal.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
And that's how you make a Sahara pizza. Beautiful thing.
Yep, and let's get into the bottom of the first inning as that was the commercial break. And my streaming thing is just really slow because Root Sports is freaking horrible. And somehow we got some people coming in. Got Josh here today. And Josh, because I am so freaking lonely, there you go. I'm going to have you join because I am that lonely because no one's talking to me. And also my streaming is breaking ranks on me because it loves to do that because they think it's funny and cute. Mariners torture me. And here it is. And now the pitch. And that is going to be a ball. And there's Josh. And I don't know if I can work this helmet. Nope. This helmet's not going to fit. And here we are again, Houston boy. And now here is the 1-2 to Colt Keith. And a swing and a miss at the dirt for strike 3. And also, you have been warned, this show will end at effective 12:45 due to, take a guess.
Don't quit your J job.
Yep, that is the way it is. And it's just the name of the game.
Yep.
But hopefully the payout will be pay off. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
And now here's Gleyber Torres.
Like yesterday, where that game went on forever.
Yeah, and that is gonna be a swing and a miss. If it was for like that pizza job, I'd be like, nah, you can wait. I still left early for that. But it was like a blowout game anyway.
Yeah.
As we're at 0-1
last night.
Blah blah, and that's gonna be a foul ball. Did you watch that last inning? Like after Cal Raleigh walks, Randy Arozarena struck out in the most embarrassing way, and then Luke Raley hits into a double play. It's like, of course. And I remember I remember I said it. I was like, yeah, the Mariners are gonna hit themselves into a double play, aren't they? And now here's the 0-2 to Gleyber Torres, and that's a foul ball, 0-2.
They were just waiting to let Cal have another chance, but then when Cal squandered it, they're all like, well, why are we here?
Why are we even here? Yeah. And now we are at 0-2 for Gleyber Torres. And now here's the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball, 1-2. Gleyber Torres does have actually a good plate discipline too. Better than Randy Arozarena. And now here's the 1-2. And that's going to be inside for a ball. Maybe that should have been part of the statistics of my video. That could have made my video a little bit stronger if I came up with some numbers about outside the strike zone swings. I'm pretty sure Julio has a big number on that. And actually, let's look that up right now. As now we're at 2-2. And now here's the 2-2 pitch. And now here's a ground ball to the first baseman, Luke Raley. Toss over to Logan Gilbert, and that gets away. And that is going to be an error. I'm going to consider that as an error by Luke Raley because it was way out of range for Logan Gilbert to make that catch. And now we got a man on first base.
Yeah.
It is not looking good.
Yep, they're classifying it as a field error.
And absolutely, and it very much should be too.
Yeah.
And now we've got Green up to the plate, who is batting .282, and this is a tough Tigers team. Like It's amazing though that the Mariners were able to basically win the series off of two of their best starters, and now they have a bad starter. But you know how it works. The Mariners they'll play up to that level against someone good, but then when they play someone garbage, like the Yankee series, Aaron Judge I don't think he really did that much damage. It was all the other guys that were doing the damage.
Yeah.
And now here's the 1-0, and that is up high for a ball.
I haven't heard
Tokyo
any
Joe
news about
says
Mount Rainier.
they said that there's a lot of earthquakes going around, but it's like a split feeling.
It's not surprising because when was the last time Rainier erupted? Because
before any of us even existed. Now the pitch, way before. So some say that it's like way overdue.
Well,
as we're at 3-0 for Riley
a lot
Green.
of the Cascades are really overdue.
And
Mount Rainier's most recent confirmed volcanic eruption was around the year 1450.
Yeah, we're overdue. And now the 3-0. And that's going to be popped up into left field. And Randy Rosaran's actually going to make a run for it. And he makes the catch. And now that's going to be 2 outs. I mean, I'm always nervous about volcanoes, but I have a feeling that if a volcano eruption ever does happen in Washington, I think it will literally get me out of the state. I think it will get people out of the state.
Good thing is, for all the equipment they have nowadays, is that they would be able to prepare and get people out.
Yeah, because Mount St. Helens' biggest difference was there was no preparations on that.
Well, even then, like, there was preparations. Like, they knew that it was going to erupt. They didn't realize that the whole side of the mountain was going to come down with it.
Yeah, it came down with it, and then like 4 different states were literally covered up in dust.
Yeah.
As we're at 0-1 for Spencer Torkelson.
Because all I know is Mount St. Helens, they just did not. They never were seeing. Then they never saw that coming.
And that's going to be a 1-1. And the crazy part was there was an elder man with a piano. He was told to leave, and he said no, he'd rather go with it. I mean, honorable man, along with his 20 cats, but it's like, still, it's like you should have. But I mean, he did his cats a disservice, I would say. The 1-1.
Or there was Harry Truman on the lake.
That's who it was. Harry Truman.
Yeah, like, nope, he said the mountain wouldn't hurt him, and the mountain didn't care about him.
Yeah, the mountain killed him, obviously. As we're at 1-2 for Spencer Torkelson, who's on my fantasy baseball team, and
Did
now
you
the pitch.
Film Dante's Peak.
No, I don't. Dante's Peak. I think so. I'm not sure.
That's the one with James Bond in it.
Oh,
like it's the actor who plays James Bond in the 90s.
And Pierce Brosnan.
Yes. And it's very much like kind of based off of Mount St.
Now
Helens.
The 2-2. Now here's a fly popped up and foul. One of my more unique Pierce Brosnan movies I saw was when he was actually a villain against Jackie Chan. It was called The Foreigner. I thought Foreigner was a good film.
Yeah.
I just didn't expect Pierce Brosnan to be the villain.
James Bond, well, how could you?
Yeah, it's James Bond meets Jackie Chan. Now the 2-2. And that is just going to be missing it for a ball. 3-2.
Like, yeah, tremors can mean nothing, but they can also mean, hey, you should keep an eye on it, because it's a complex system of where you have the Juan de Fuca plate, and it is being slid under the North American plate. And as it's doing it, it is just bubbling up mag.
None of the James Bond movies? Oh, you know what I thought of Mamma Mia? That was James Bond on his retirement on an island or something. That's what it basically was.
And then Mamma Mia 2 was just him enjoying his retirement even more.
3-2. It was. Oh, and that's going to be ball 4, take your base. And now we got runners on first and second. And honestly, I'm only doing this show just to see if I can get Cal Raleigh's home run. And if I can get that, I'm happy, even if I don't finish the game. But according to Steve, as long as I have 5 completed innings, that's considered an official game.
Well, yeah, that's how MLB scores it.
Yep, he held me to a high account. One time I was like, well, hey, I did the last 3 innings and I did an hour-long post-game show. He was like, nope, that doesn't count.
It doesn't count. Okay.
He's really holding me to a high account. And that is going to be foul ball. And that is Dingler up to the plate, batting .261. And also, I am absolutely getting just annihilated in fantasy baseball. It gets even worse.
Well, those Detroit pitchers are not helping you.
No, they're not. They haven't been. And the 0-1, if it was like the Mariners versus another team and they were giving me that same numbers, it would be maybe a little bit more even. Right now, I'm losing 9-1 to 1. And when I texted him about it, he was like, well, that's what you get for trash talking me when you beat me in April. And then this is all I said as we're waiting for that 1-1 pitch by Logan Gilbert. And now here is the pitch. And that's going to be popped up and fouled.
You know what that made me think of? If only there was Castellanos on this team and he hit a home run.
As we got a fly ball to left field and Castellanos hit that home run. I still feel bad for the guy. I know what he said he shouldn't have said, but it was a bit extreme to fire him over it. And now we're looking at 1 and 2. Now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball drilled to left field. And that is going to be off the wall. And that's going to score at least a run. And it's going to be the throw to the plate. And that is not in time to throw to third. And it gets off the glove. A disastrous sequence for the Mariners. And now they are down 2-0.
Well, at least it wasn't a home run because that would have just been hilarious.
Yeah, that's why when I saw your face, you're like, oh no, something happened, didn't it?
I was all like, oh my gosh, no, did I just bring a home run?
So regarding electronic umpires, so here's what's really going to happen. So a lot of people think it's going to be robo-umps, but what really is, it's basically just going to be another excuse for another. It's basically going to be ABS review. So I saw it in the spring training. The thing is, the way I saw it, that was like, there's no way they get unlimited challenges on ABS strike zone.
Well, see what they've been testing on it, like spring training, they were just trying to get it like as many, but the other times that they've tested it, it's been all like you get 3 challenges and that is it. Even if you win your challenge, that's it.
Maybe. Yeah, I think that should be the pitch, and that's going to be up high for a ball. But that's the question, though, is, yeah, like how many would they get? Because giving unlimited is not going to work. It's just not going to cut it.
It will just make the games long, and they don't want to do that.
Make the games long, and they'll just abuse the system. The pitch, and that's going to be popped up into right field. Actually, that's going to be Cole Young, and he makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side. But however, the Detroit Tigers get a 2-run lead off of a nice hit by the Tigers, and now it's going to be 2-0 Tigers lead. And let's see who is next up at the plate. It's going to be Mitch Garver and Dom Canzone, and I got to do this every single time. Maybe he needs some more motivation. And then the 0-2 pitch.
You gotta love these guys.
He literally just swing. He literally jet swinged at the dirt. None of those
were in the strike zone.
It wasn't even in the strike zone, and he just swinged it. Like, why?
Like, literally, that wasn't Taylor Scott being good. That was just really you just swinging at crap.
That's what he needs.
World
he needs
Series,
that motivation.
Baby.
Oh, World Series, baby. Well, let's speak of.
My point is it's across all Seattle sports. It's this idea, like people pleading 3-4 years ago to bring back Ichiro. When Ichiro was like 93 years old. I'm like, no, I do not want to bring back Ichiro. Like Griffey when he's got a walker out there and he gives you a single every 60 games. Like the list goes on and on. Like people crying. Like Haniger comes back and you think that we just signed a Hall of Famer. Like he was injured all of last year. He's like 33 years old. We trade for him, give up on Robbie Ray, which whatever. And all of a sudden, I swear, all of Twitter is like, World Series, baby! Let's go! Let's go! He was a negative WAR player for them last year, but because we love Hanny, baby, he's going to come and save the Mariners.
Let's see. So interesting. There's going to be pitch reviews after questionable calls. Yeah, that's what it really is. So umpires aren't going to lose their jobs over it, which they shouldn't, because that would just, of course, take the human element out of the game.
Well, and
but
also,
it is necessary.
It would make the catcher's job completely pointless.
There's also that they don't have to frame anything.
Yeah, a big part of being a catcher is
Now
you're trying to frame the pitch.
And that is low for a ball. And Cal Raleigh was one of the best ones out there to do it. Baseball purist says, #don't quit your day job. Yep, that's the reminder.
But what it also is
1-0 for Garver, and that's going to be a fly ball popped up, and that is going to be way foul.
Some accountability to umps. Like, they might be all like, okay, I need to concentrate a bit better and, try to get
to the umpire's defense, what he sees, though, is a lot different than what we see. Because he's behind the catcher, and yes, it's a tough job, but of course, when you're at that level, you should. But I couldn't do the umpire job, the pitch, and that is a strike.
People could do, but I think also that is one outcome that is going to come from it, is that there's going to be some sort of like accountability and whatnot.
And now we're at 1-2 for Mitch Garver, the pitch, and low for a ball. That is 2-2 for Mitch Garver. Mitch Garver is batting .219 this season. He is batting a little bit more efficiently than he did last year. Last year, he was a .172 hitter. Now the pitch, and now it's a fly ball foul. He's batting .219 with a .313 on base percentage. Still not ideal, especially, 53 strikeouts to 19 walks. Okay. Not great, but it's a little bit better. As we're at 2-2. And now the pitch. Inside for a ball. That nearly hit him, and that's going to be a full count 3-2 for Mitch Garver.
Another thing with these calls is that you won't actually see a lot of people.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
Like,
now it's a fly
using
ball
their
foul.
Challenges like willy-nilly throughout the game. Like, maybe it's a 9th inning and it's really close game. You will see challenges then.
In the South Korea Professional Baseball League, the umps got an earpiece. And now here's the 3-2 pitch. And that's going to be popped up, and that is not going to do it at all. Shortstop is there, and he makes
one of many things that are wrong. That's wrong with the KBO.
The ump got an earpiece and are told to call balls and strikes.
Well, then that just takes the whole thing out. Well, why is the ump there then?
I guess so. I don't know. Oh, to want to call outs and safe, because you can't robo that necessarily.
Well, yeah, but still, why is he behind the plate? Why is he not just standing off to the side? And when the moment comes,
the pitch to Canzone, that's going to be a ball. Now it makes sense why they did the pitch clock, because they were planning other things like the robo umps, ABS, all the reviews. So now it makes sense why they did the pitch clock. Now it's kind of understandable. The pitch, and that's going to be a strike. But the biggest losers in the pitch clock is all the concession workers, like the concession businesses. Those are the biggest losers, unfortunately. And I saw some just completely empty when I was at T-Mobile Park. The 1-1, now it's a fly ball foul.
Because it used to be before the pitch clock was put in, you had to close your concession stands after the 7th inning. Like, that was the rule. Now they keep it open for the entire game.
As they should, because
the reason why they close them is incidents like 10-cent beer night.
Yeah, too much beer problems. And now we got a 2-2 for Dominic Canzone.
Let's see that.
And now here's the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. And he almost swung it at the dirt, similar to what we saw.
Yeah, it's not as bad as that other one, but that wasn't great.
I still wonder if he saw that video by accident.
He might have.
And maybe all those YouTube shorts with Julio Rodriguez. And he finally goes, okay, I gotta shut this little Asian guy up. This punk chino. Now the pitch.
This guy I met all those years ago. I gotta,
I actually met Julio. He gave me a hard time for wearing an Alex Rodriguez Mariners jersey. He goes, yeah, you need to change that to 44. I was like, wait, but A-Rod was your favorite player, right? Oh, yeah, that's true. So 0-1. And that is low up high for a ball. I should have had a microphone on me during that time. That would have been fun.
So apparently Isak Paredes was going to go into the All-Star game, but then he dropped out to attend family matters.
Hey, whatever it is, it's his business. The
A
1-1.
lot of players have been opting out of the All-Star game.
I think
MLB's
they
got to
just
figure
don't
that
want
out.
to. I guess they just don't want to waste time.
Well, yeah, it's just MLB. They have to figure out to make it more interesting, and that's honestly why I think when
2-1. That's a foul ball.
the
I wonder if
CBA
they're
is,
doing it. I wonder if they're doing it because I don't know, maybe. But back then, like the standard was, if you got into the All-Star game, you were dying to go to the All-Star game, like you wanted to go.
Yeah.
And now the 2-2 pitch. And that is going to be 3-2 just outside.
That's why I think when the CBA is renegotiated, I think they're going to address the Olympics, because I think both sides might look at the Olympics as, well, we have an
3-2.
All-Star game issue.
Oh, swing
Maybe
and a
this is
miss,
the way
strike
to fix
3, and
this.
that is going to retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for the Detroit Tigers. We go into the bottom of the second inning. It is 2-0 Tigers. I'm using a different streaming service, and it's literally even more behind.
Oh my gosh.
And Root Sports just continues to break ranks.
Here's an interesting thing. I'm just reading this article from The Gamer. Apparently, Microsoft pulled a lot of funding from some of their smaller video game studios they own.
Oh boy.
Yeah. In addition to canceling all those projects and laying off a bunch of people. But they saved $500 million out of it.
You know, when you know what I think of when I see all these cost-cutting moves? It comes at a long-term cost. You're pissing off your future customers.
Well, and you're also making your stuff poorer quality. And everyone loves to, like, we love to trash on Nintendo because of some of their business practices, but they're at least one of the few that they hold on to their people.
Tokyo Joe says, man, that torta looks good. In Washington, yeah, go to Snoqualmie Mexican food truck in Snoqualmie. That's where it is at. Easy to look up. Can't miss it. Baseball purists, I anticipate MLB will shut down for 3 weeks for the Olympics. I guess that's another idea that may be on the table.
Well, because that's what NHL does, is instead of having the All-Star break there, which is, they've been changing that around too, they just, for the Winter Olympics, they just take the sport ends for that time.
What do you think the NBA should do to bring back the quality? I think it's just the mindset of the players that have ruined it, because a lot of them openly admitted, like, oh yeah, I only want to play like 3/4 of a season at most.
Well, the issue is, what you really need to do for NBA is you need to bring back the value of the regular season. The regular season has no value for most teams anymore, because you're either tanking or you're just resting your players until near the end, when you can then just waltz into the playoffs, no problem.
It's just weird, though, that they really tried to set up the lottery system even further to tank. But you know what I think it's encouraging? I think that lottery system made it worse. And now here's a bunting attempt, and that's going to be a strike. So, yes, of course, that the middle teams get more of an incentive. Like, now they have a chance to move up more. But that also means if their season's like half-assed whatever, then they're just going to milk the whole season.
Yeah. Well, honestly, because you're starting to see this with MLB, because they just put in a lottery system, was it 2 seasons ago?
Yeah, a few seasons ago, yeah.
And what you're seeing now is you're just seeing perennial teams tanking. Like the Rockies, the White Sox. They have been good at this entire time because they're just constantly.
And now that's a 1-2. I don't know if that's necessary, but they're trying to do there's some rumors of a 4-point line, which I think is
The 4-point line
stupid.
would not solve anything.
It would make it worse. The 1-2 pitch,
because part
that's
of the
gonna be
reason
popped up
that
and fouled.
NBA has gone really bad is analytics. Analytics really, like we talk about analytics ruining sports. It really ruined basketball.
It really did.
Because you go from like mid 90s to the early 2000s where you had like mid-range shooters, you had your 3-point shooters.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at the dirt for strike 3, and that is going to be 1 out for the Detroit Tigers.
And then people did the math, and they're all like, well, it's just better to just constantly shoot threes. Even if you're missing more of them, you're more likely to win. If you
That's
just
what I
keep
noticed in the Denver Nuggets Thunder series. Like when they were still into it in Game 7, Nuggets were still jacking threes. It's like, no, you don't have to do that. Use Jokic and go down to the hole.
But that's what the analytics say. That's literally
a pitch.
So
that's
honestly,
going to be a foul ball.
Maybe getting rid of a 3-point line might just say, hey, make it to where you actually have to, like, you get no value from shooting far away.
Yeah, but I think it also takes away some more strategies.
It does take away the strategy, but honestly,
that's going to be a ball.
Maybe for a bit taking it away and just seeing, does it make the game better? And then if not, okay, then we start bringing it. Like, we bring it back. But
now we're at 0-2, 1-1. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball, strike 2.
Well, and that's why typically for me, when I watch basketball, I usually watch college basketball because, in my opinion, college basketball is basketball at its best.
There is more strategy to it.
Because it's not everyone just shooting threes.
You
have teams that
swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is going to be 2 outs. 2 strikeouts in a row in this inning for Logan Gilbert.
Like, they are equipped to do strikeouts. Well, not strikeouts, 3-pointers. But then you have ones that are more mid-range shooters, or you have teams that are really, really good at doing free throws. Like 90 percentile is like their worst player for free throws, which is really good.
And that is going to be a fly ball. Actually, that's going to be a line drive, and that is going to be a base hit.
Because, like, an example of a team that really just really good at doing the free throws were some of the 15 seeds the last few years that beat 2 seeds and did long runs. They were really good at doing free throws. So if they had the lead, you would start fouling. And that's another thing I think to really spice it up. It needs to be much more punishing if you're doing fouls, because it's kind of like, okay, we're getting to the point, oh, you got to foul a bunch. Why is that part of the game? Why? That's just, it should not be. Like, you should make it to where the fouls are even worse, so you don't say, oh, just start fouling the players so we can get a chance to get back into this.
Now we're at 1-1 with a man on first base.
But even then, those teams, they start the other team starts doing fouls to try to get back into it, but because they're so good at doing free throws, they never do.
Swing and a miss at the dirt, and that is going to be strike 2.
Though I will say with Shaq, he made his career on dunking, which dunking is still a thing.
Dunking and defense.
Like, defense is another thing that has just disappeared in the NBA. Ball. Like, the only other, because it's usually threes, and then like it's dunking, and then you get some people who do the like the mid-range shots, but they're like, I don't even know what it's called, but like they're leaning back.
Swing and a miss at the dirt for strike 3,
shot, which is like highly inaccurate.
And that,
but they want to do it because it looks cool, and you're all like, why?
That's actually going to retire the side, and we're going to go into the next inning. And
making it to the fifth.
Hey, maybe this game is steam. This game kind of is steamrolling. Wait,
Yeah.
not the fifth. It's the top of the third, bro.
But no, I said we're making it to the fifth.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
Try our delicious burgers today. Satisfy your cravings with our mouth-watering burgers. Double cheeseburger with classic double beef patties with melted cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, onion and house sauce, a fresh, flavorful delight. Double bacon cheeseburger, crispy bacon, fried onions, barbecue sauce, and double cheese. Double guacamole bacon burger, double cheese, crispy bacon, guacamole, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and our special house sauce. Pair any burger with fries with an ice-cold drink for the perfect meal. Come down and taste the difference. You can only find these burgers at our Snoqualmie Mexican food truck. Well, how about that? Oh, let's play.
Oh, some immaculate grid. Huh.
Bump it, twist it, pull it, hammer it, bump it, hammer it, twist it, drink it, pull it, hammer it, selfie it, drink it, hammer it, pull it, selfie it, hammer it, pull it, selfie it. Yeah.
Oh, come on. I was doing it.
Selfie.
I hate
Score
selfies
19.
anyway. 19, that's it. As we are back from the break, and now here's Cole Young, and that is going to be a strike.
Uh,
Bump it to start.
We're at 0-1 the count for Cole Young. And now here is the pitch, and that's going to be outside for a ball.
I'm going to sleep.
As we're at 1-1. And now here's the pitch, and that's low for a ball. And next inning, next part of the break, we are going to do immaculate grid game. And since you're as usual, since you are the division leader, you get to go first. Or actually, no, you get the choice.
okay.
And now the pitch. Now here's a foul ball. So take a look at grid 829 and grid 828 and choose between those two and see which one you think is the best fit for you.
829 and
828.
okay.
As we're at 0-2 for Cole Young. And now here's the pitch. And that is going to be up high for a ball. That's going to be a 3-2 count for Cole Young. I got Luke Vandenbrink in my Instagram. And now the pitch. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's going to be 1 out. And now up to the plate is going to be J.P. Crawford. Jack Flaherty is actually off to a good start. He struck out Randy Arozarena. He struck out Dom Canzone. And now he has struck out, I think he struck out Ben Williamson. So he is actually off to a good start.
Yeah.
Too bad I didn't add him on my fantasy baseball team. The pitch.
It's going to be the one that wasn't on your team that does well.
Yep. That's just how it works.
Yeah. Or it's going to just be Yordan Alvarez and just spend all this time on the injured list.
Now the pitch. And now we've got J.P. Crawford, and he is working on a 1-1 count so far. And which one will you choose?
I'm going to choose, let's see.
And the pitch.
29.
And a swing and a miss, and that is strike 2. As we're at 1-2 thus far. for JP Crawford. And now here is the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Still strike 2. Now we're at 1-2 for JP Crawford. And now here is the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball to left field. And that is going to be a foul ball, just barely.
Twist it. Shake it.
And now we're at 1-2 for Flaherty to Crawford. Julio Rodriguez is on deck. He will be the hitter if JP Crawford can prolong the inning. And now here is the pitch. And that is strike 3 called, and that is going to retire the side.
Nope, 2 outs. 2 outs.
Good. Maybe that's the reverse jinx maneuver. But now we got Julio Rodriguez, and in correction, Cal Raleigh will be the next batter if Julio Rodriguez can prolong the inning. JP Crawford also could not believe it. I think he's ready for an ABS system. Now here's the pitch to Julio. Now here's a fly ball to deep left field. If that is fair, that should be gone. That is gone. That is a home run for Julio. Nope, foul ball.
Because I knew which one you were talking about. I'm all like, that's a foul. That's going to be a foul.
Yeah, that's going to really hurt him mentally right there. That's always a confidence breaker. It looked good, too. Nope, not even close. Yeah, that's a foul ball, right? I wonder if that is reviewable. Yep, it's foul ball. It looked good, too. Now we're at 0-1, and I think he's going to strike out for this. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball, 0-2, and that may be prophetic. I shouldn't listen to this game. Mariners around about to lay a dud. Oh. And now we are at the 0-2. Maybe MLB putting up ABS in the All-Star game, trying to encourage players to show up. And now the 0-2 pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. That is 1-2 for Julio. Now we're at 1-2 for Julio Rodriguez. Now the pitch. Now here's a liner to right field, and that is actually going to be... That's a home run for Julio Rodriguez. And he just lined it out there like a bullet. And despite that foul ball, he made it up anyway with a whole solo home run. And the Mariners get on the board. I was just so shocked by that home run. And that is his 14th home run of the season. And now it's the Tigers 2 and the Mariners 1. I cannot believe what I just saw. Julio just hit a laser. That was literally a bullet.
Well, and the funny thing was that I'd seen it on MLB.com, and I was just holding my hand in front of my face because I was trying not to laugh.
And now here's Cal Raleigh up to the plate, and that's going to be a foul ball. Maybe we see a back-to-back job on this.
Or is he just going to, pull a Casey and strike out?
Pretty much. As we're at 0-1 for Cal Raleigh. And if he hits this home run, he will tie Barry Bonds for the most home runs in the first half. He has 38. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. And now he's kind of doomed to strike out. Looks like I have a couple people joining in on my Instagram part of my show. Brody Kennedy and Luke Vanderbrink has joined. Please do comment. And now we're at 0-2. And Jack Flaherty's already at 63 pitches in this game. And now here's the 0-2 pitch. And that is going to be low for a ball, 1-2. Three-game series begins on Friday against Houston. Now the pitch. Check swing. Did he go at the dirt? He did not. And that's going to be a 2-2 count. I have 6 current viewers right now engaging in this show. Would like to see comments, however. And now here is the 2-2 pitch. Now here's a ground ball right to the first baseman. That's not gonna get it done. And that's gonna retire the side. And now it's time to play the game. Are you picking 829 or 828?
829.
Let's see what you got, kid. And it begins. It'll end on commercial break. Or after commercial break.
Okay. Let's see. Reds Gold Glove. Let's go Joey Votto.
There you go. Ooh, 13%. That's kind of a big one.
Then let's do all the 2000 career hits. Let's think. Starting with the Rangers, let's go Nelson Cruz.
There's 2 Nelson Cruzes. 3%.
Then let's go Willie Mays.
Ooh, you're going to get hit on this one. Ooh.
And Craig Biggio.
That's a good one.
And then, okay, let's see. Did Max Scherzer play for the Dodgers?
I don't know.
Let's go Rangers, Dodgers. Let's do Max Scherzer. Because for some reason, I'm thinking he played for the Dodgers for like a bit.
He did.
Okay.
You got it.
Giants.
Oh, time's up. We are back from the break. You got... Your score is... Wait, what is your score?
456.
You got 456.
Well, because I didn't fill in half the grid.
Yeah, but Craig Biggio might have saved you.
Yeah. Well, that and Cruz.
And Cruz, yep. And now here is the pitch. And that is up high for a ball. This is the all-star, Gleyber Torres. And for mine, 828. I got Yankees-Brewers combination. I got Rockies-Yankees combination. So we'll see. And now the 1-0 pitch. And that is a strike.
Hey, for Giants 2000 career hits, I didn't hit the top one. That was Barry Bonds.
How much would that have gotten you?
30%. So
yeah.
Willie Mays did help me out
1-1.
a little bit.
Now here's a ground ball, and that's going to get right through for a base hit. Took a weird bounce off the pitcher's mound, so there was not much that Cole Young really could have done with that. And that is going to be a man on first.
Yeah. And some of these top ones, like the weirdest one is like Giants LA. The most common answer is Jeff Kent, and it's 12% still.
Jeff Kent.
Yeah, was the most common answer. Yeah, only 12% of people put in Jeff Kent.
The pitch. And that is going to be a strike. And now the pitch. Now here's a liner to left field, and that is going to be a base hit. And now you got runners on first and second. Going to third. The throw to third. Oh, yeah, you're out of there. Bye-bye.
Foolish. Well,
Now
he
that's
is a
gonna be an
former
out.
Yankees player, so he is pretty foolish.
That was very foolish. Come on, Gleyber Torres. What up with that, man? But we'll take it. It was a nice throw by Julio Rodriguez, and it was literally right on the money. Julio Rodriguez has the 18th best arm strength in Major League Baseball. And now the pitch, and that is outside for a ball. Mariners are working with one out right now against the Tigers, against Spencer Torkelson, the pitch. And now it's a ground ball foul. They're still showing Julio's nice throw to third base, but I'm like, okay, let's just move on from it. You don't have to play dwelling on it. And the 1-1. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and that is strike two.
So, yeah.
Jared, if we picked up Alex Bregman and Trevor Bauer, you can throw in Ty Cobb as well. Well, I would say at least two of those people are very unliked by the media, especially Ty Cobb. He was a very controversial player. They say the pitch.
Okay, I'm actually going to tell you something that most of the bad image that Ty Cobb had was a guy who didn't like him, and he wrote all these like nasty stories about him after Ty Cobb passed away, which were all untrue.
I heard about that. I heard they were saying Ty Cobb was like a racist, and then you asked all the people about it, and they're like, no, he was not. He was cool.
It comes from one guy who didn't like him, and he's just all like, I'm going to smear his name.
Which is pretty unfortunate.
And because actually what it turned out that he was very much for, the color barrier being broken, the quote unquote dirty plays that he would sharpen his, spikes on his cleats to like hurt people. He was actually the biggest advocate for the cleats to be changed so they wouldn't hurt players.
Yeah.
And the Jeez.
I'm impressed someone your age knows all that. Yeah, I remember I read children's books back then about old baseball players like Ty Cobb, Lefty Grove, Babe Ruth, Ted Williams. I read it all.
Yeah.
As we're at 0-1.
Then there's
now the pitch.
Famous pitcher that
now here's a ground ball, and that's gonna get right through for a base hit, and that's probably gonna move. That's not gonna move anyone to third base. But now we got runners on first and second.
Because there's one that people point to as, oh, that's a dirty play where it looks like he's about to just like kick the crap out of this catcher as he's sliding into home. But actually what it is it's a really impressive play. He saw the baseball coming in and he threw his foot out there to kick it away, and he actually did. Which you couldn't do today, but...
And now we've got next batter. And now here's the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Got 0-1. And now here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. And the pitch. Swing and a miss at the dirt. And that's going to be strike two. Still have some videos to put out. I still got to put up my 2 RBIs, my strikeout, and my choke job. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three, and that is going to retire the side. And now it's time for me to get into the immaculate grid. Let's get into it. And it will start as soon as commercial break begins.
This one you might beat me on because you beat me on every single one. So
Richie Sexton.
Okay, that's probably going to win it.
100 RBI season. Jeff Jenkins. Not Jeff Jenkins.
That could save you, though.
That's a surprise right there.
Because it saved you the last time.
100 RBIs. Who's obscure on that one?
Well, no, it's not RBIs. It's runs. It's a different stat.
Billy Martin? Nope. I'm getting wrecked on this one already. Oh, well, this is a good one.
It's probably going to save you because you got,
Larry Walker.
Okay, let's see how much Arenado is. He's probably number one, but let's see.
Alex Rodriguez. Not bad. RBI season, either Todd Helt, Jeffrey Hammonds? I'm going to try Jeffrey Hammonds. Yes! Jeffrey Hammonds with a 0.5%.
Well, yeah, that's going to win it for you. You give up now and you win.
No, I'm not going to give this up yet.
Hey.
Brewers and Cardinals. I wouldn't know.
Like I said, the misses helped you here because that's
100 RBI season for a Brewer. Frick it. Ryan Braun. 22%. Well, no, duh. Oh, and looks like we are back from the break.
So Yelich was the exact same amount if you picked him.
Oh, I won by 13 points.
Like I said, those misses help you because then you don't guess those.
It's like, why even play guessing games at this point?
Yeah.
And now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to deep left field, and that is gone. That is a home run for Randy Arozarena, literally like almost on the first pitch. And the Mariners have now evened it up at 2-2. And that is home run number 17 for Randy Arozarena. And this game is tied. And he does the basketball hoop celebration. Please tell me that is to pay respects for our Seattle Supersonics. But now it's 2-2.
Being Randy Arozarena.
Ooh. And now this ball game is tied. Now we have literally a brand new ball game.
Citizen of Mexico, as he likes to say.
Zero reason to baby our starters. It cost us games constantly. Yeah, of course. Yeah, babying our starters have really hurt. Randy, just stop it with his... Man, these guys act like punks all the time. Just trash talk and just pure taunting.
Which then just say, kind of ironic when they don't have anything to show for it at the end.
Yeah, and that is low for a ball. Oh, back to the fantasy baseball. So my friend was like, yeah, that's what you get for trash talking me the other day. And I was like, or the other time you beat me. And this is what I said. And the pitch and a foul ball. This is what I said. Well, at least I'm 2024 fantasy baseball champion.
Well, no. People, I'm all like, well, at least I got 2 rings.
I only have 1 for fantasy baseball right now. I'm now the second best team in the league, and now the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 2.
Ooh, yeah.
Scott Service, you better thank him for that. Like he literally carried you.
Ring.
Give him the ring, yes.
We probably shipped him one. So
now
thank
the pitch.
Thank you
and
so much.
Strike 3 called, and Luke Raley already knew it. If you saw that, Luke Raley literally walked towards the dugout because he knew it was strike 3. He was like, that is a strike 3, and he knew it. I liked how Luke Raley was like, F this, I'm out.
Yeah.
Not even an argument.
What it was is, see, Scott Service knew that he couldn't hurt the team he used to play for. So he's all, I got to help him.
Now here's Mitch Garver. And now here's a ground ball to third base, and now the throw to first, and that is in time, and that's going to be 2 outs. Now, going back to yesterday when I said, hey, umpire, I respected your style. Now, do you think he will change calls for me, or you think he's like, he just takes that as a grain of, now he's like,
Nah.
if anything, I'd actually lose respect for him if he started giving me calls just because I said
Yeah.
that. Then he loses respect. The one thing that's worst thing for an umpire, not only is it's one thing to make bad calls, it's when you change a call at the last second. And now here's a fly ball that looks like a pop-up. It's going to go to right center field, and that's going to be caught. And that marine layer does remain alive, and that's going to retire the side.
Yeah, the marine layer in Detroit.
Offensive suppression. I mean, Juan Gonzalez hated being there. He wanted out of Detroit. Don't you want some nachos?
Yes, but I live in Texas, so I get Tex-Mex, so I get plenty of nachos.
Really good nachos, you would imagine, because given the very high Latino population, I would think that you get a lot of diverse options.
Yeah. Well, and Tex-Mex is its unique blend. Like, if you go to California and you get Mexican food, it's very different because it's Baja Mexican. Whereas here,
people that complain about baseball parks in relation to offense don't understand ball, singles, and doubles also play. Come on, Jared. I was just come on.
Well, yeah, it's a running
kidding.
joke. It's a running joke about the marine layer.
It's a joke.
No. You know what you should have said just to bring in that joke? It's the marine layer causing those baseballs to drop like, Shador Sanders in the draft.
Oh, come on, Jared. You know I'm one of those that doesn't like to make excuses. Yes, deep down, the Mariners live and die by home runs. They got to stop that. Now, if they were in the old Kingdom, Julio would be like, Cal Raleigh would have already broken Barry Bonds' record by now, probably.
Well, Ichiro might have had a chance. If he'd played his entire career in the Kingdom, he would have had a chance for a 300-300 career.
And we are back from the break. You get the Tex-Mex in I didn't really think of New York City as a high Latino population.
A lot of Mexican places, they very much have it like kind of like Tex-Mex, but it's not the same. It's kind of like
and the pitch.
It's not as bad as Taco Bell.
That is a foul ball.
Mexican, but it's kind of in between. Like
we're at bottom of the fourth,
but it's
bottom of the fourth, and I am like literally less than an hour away from getting out of here because I have to.
Well, you're almost to the fifth. You're almost there.
And the 2-2, and that's going to be popped up to right field, and that's going to be fouled. It was actually a fly ball to right field, excuse me. But here's the thing about this don't quit your day job. If everything goes right 100%, it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's one of those kind of don't quit your day job. It's not the hourly thing. It's something else. So we'll see. I don't know.
Yep.
It remains to be seen. But this one's like kind of one of those, okay, fine. I got you, man. Let's do this. And now the 0-2 pitch. Low for a ball, 1-2. Can't believe I barely beat you in the Immaculate.
Yeah, but it's not surprising,
And now we're at 1-2.
Yeah, if I had Barry Bonds, it really would have not been
1-2 pitch. And that's going to be strike 3 called, and that is going to be 1 out. And Jared, what are you talking about? I'm not even going to show that. Just leave it at that. Wait, I'm already showing it anyway.
Yeah.
Very nice, Jared. I've seen worse. I saw this guy was like, Jared. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball to left field and foul. I know, Jared, you're one of my regulars here too. The stuff I'm waiting for the first game of the Seahawks in preseason so I can cover Jalen Milroe. And then not only the playoffs possibly, but also NBA basketball. I'm going to tap into that market. And the 0-1, just as long as the expansion news doesn't die. Now, if it ends, then that's going to put my future in NBA in question. It'll be difficult to cover the NBA, knowing that I'm a Sonics fan, and I don't really have any other teams to allegiance with, except maybe Sacramento, because I have family there.
You could do Sacramento, but that's a pain franchise. They haven't won since, what, the 40s?
Jared. Actually, no, Jared, tell me. Why do you think the Sonics won't come back? Do you think Adam Silver's just playing us? I guess we'll see.
But the Kings haven't won since they were in Rochester.
Yeah, when they were in a better market.
Yeah, and then they moved to Cincinnati. Then they moved to Kansas City.
Now the pitch. Now here's a ground ball right to Luke Raleigh. Tossed over the first, and that's going to be in time.
And then Sacramento.
I hear you, man. The thing is, though, you would think that this ownership group with the Kraken, you would think, knowing that they know how to market stadiums and the OVG group, you would think that the Seattle would have a really good shot. But I do think they're insanely overvalued in the betting odds.
Best record in the NBA means diddly squat.
You look at this 1994 Seattle Supersonics. They lost to the Denver Nuggets, and then now here's the pitch to Baez, and that is a foul ball. Sacramento should have won, but here's the thing. Vlade Divac, why did you slap the ball out? Why did you do that?
Well, also Robert Horry, he was a clutch player in the playoffs.
He was
That's why
very
he has
clutch.
so many rings.
That's why he was on those teams.
Yeah.
And now here's the pitch, 0-1, outside for a ball.
And I'm thankful for him because he gave my Rockets 2 rings.
But you weren't even alive.
I know, but I can still be thankful.
I was only 2 or 3 when that happened.
Well,
and the 1-1.
So my parents talk about it like one of them. One of the games, literally, that was during the whole OJ drama, and so literally the whole game is interrupted during the chase. And so the game is this big while the chase is this big on the TV.
Don't forget
screen.
World Cups, Stanley Cup, probably an exciting baseball game, probably someone's exciting date, all got interrupted.
Yeah. And so
summer camps got interrupted probably.
It's like Aaron Judge, but on steroids.
And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 3, and that's going to retire the side. Talk about a 1-2-3 inning, and this game is literally just breezing along, which I really needed to, so I can get to my client. And now let's see what's next. What do we got here? What do we got? We got okay. Choose chicken, Mediterranean food, tacos, or another pizza.
Oh, let's go chicken.
Try our hand-breaded chicken tenders, perfectly seasoned and served with a choice of sides, golden fries, fluffy biscuits, homemade mashed potatoes, creamy mac and cheese, fresh side salad, fresh coleslaw, plus enjoy a dipping sauce on the side. Come in and treat yourself to the best comfort food around. Visit us today and satisfy your cravings. And now I'm about to upload my 5 strikeouts. Yep, my YouTube is, as you can tell, is becoming much more diverse over the years. Yeah. At first, it started out as all baseball. Then it started creeping into softball. Now it's like football. Now basketball, and some little bit of soccer.
Well, no, I know who you could root for an NBA team. You could root for my Rockets.
That's a huge pass. Oh, by the way, guess who ended the Rockets' chances for a three-peat? Guess which team did that?
I don't have to guess.
Yes, you do.
But why? Why do I have to?
Okay, just tell me who it is.
Well, if I had to guess, let's see. Let's see what the Google says. Because honestly, I have no idea.
Kevin Kirby, I'm in real estate. Do not make me a doctor. Yeah, it was in a sweep.
Yeah. I will say the best barbecue in Houston, just answering that question. There's some really great barbecue all around. I do really enjoy Goody Company. That's some really good barbecue, but it's hard to go wrong with barbecue in Texas.
I'll just give you a hint. And now here's the pitch to Williamson, and that's a foul ball.
It's a team with an S.
Yes.
Yes. That's what I was guessing. It had to be, Seattle.
Yep, Seattle ended it with a 4-game sweep.
I know.
And the biggest mistake you guys made was when you changed your jerseys from those reds to those ugly, blues.
I like the logo associated with that era, but nothing else.
No, I thought it was a mistake. And now here's a ground ball right to shortstop, tossed over the first in time. And now we got Cole Young up to the plate.
Well, also, the thing is I'm all like, we bowed out when it was the right time because no one was going to beat Jordan.
I guess so.
Yeah, no one was going to Jordan and winning that.
An old Clyde. You don't think Hakeem Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler, Robert Horry would have been enough against the 72-10 Bulls?
No. Was that also when we got Barkley, or was that the next year?
That was the next year, and that also became a colossal disaster. And now the pitch to Cole Young, and now the pitch, and then they tried the Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, then we had Scottie Pippen for a bit,
and that made it even worse.
Yeah,
and then you got boiled down to Stevie Franchise.
Yeah,
and now the pitch, and that's a foul ball.
I'm just all like, I'm all like, there was no one beating Jordan because it was all like when Jordan was at his peak, there was.
Houston beat them in 97. They would have beat them. Oh, do they? And now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up.
But the thing is, you'll never know because they never met each other in the playoffs.
The catcher made the catch, and that is going to be 2 outs. You know what's the thing is? Basketball fans in 97 got heavily robbed because the New York Knicks were 1 game away from having that final Jordan and Ewing matchup. And then the Knicks got into a stupid fight, getting their 4 players suspended. They were both split up in suspensions. And then they had to play the Miami Heat, and they steamrolled them in 5 games.
Yeah.
Oh, Clutch City? Oh, do you mean Clutch City and Double Clutch?
We are Clutch City.
I want to have a message to all those non-believers. Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion.
At the
Rudy
Summit.
Tomjanovich.
You know that stadium still exists. It's a giant church.
It's a giant church?
Yes, it's Lakewood Church where you can hear a guy say the word, wow.
It's probably one of those franchise-run churches, I can tell.
Yeah, Lakewood Church is very much that.
Yeah, it would not be Catholic Church. They wouldn't go for a building that big. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Yeah, because the Rockets
I know what it is.
For a long time has been known as the
Clutch City 94, Double Clutch 95. I know what it is, Jared. I've seen all the Bulls ones too, the pitch. And the foul ball, that's going to be 2-2. There's one thing Last Dance really missed on that they didn't really talk enough about Dennis Rodman and his 96 finals performance. They didn't say much about that. They just said that Jordan was like, oh yeah, Gary Payton was a killer. Well, of course the Bulls, they'll kill anyone in this era.
Yeah, literally, just have Jordan face like LeBron, and let's just say LeBron would be nothing. Jordan would make him look like he peed his pants.
Yeah. And now we're at 3-2. No team would be able to compete anywhere. Oh, that was almost a check swing and a miss. Now we're at 3-2 for JP Crawford. And now the 3-2 pitch. And now here's a ground ball foul. Jared, speak of, I actually do have a video on Dennis Rodman that I was making a case that he should have been the 96 Finals MVP. I think you've seen it before, Josh.
Yes, I have.
And here it is, Jared. Now we're at 2-2 for JP Crawford. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball. That is now still 2-2. Yeah, I do think the Warm should have won the 96 NBA Finals.
But it is kind of a weird thing that for most of the 90s,
3-2.
Jordan.
Now here's a fly ball to center field, and that is going to drop in for a base hit, and it gets past the center fielder, and that's going to be an easy double for JP Crawford. Oh, yeah, Seattle should have won game 2, but they had no match for Dennis Rodman. Game 1 was just weird because Dennis Rodman was doing all the flops, drawing all the fouls, so there was nothing really much Sonics could have done. Game 2 should have been winnable. Game 3, the crazy thing is about Michael Jordan's 36 points, that was like his typical NBA Finals game.
Yeah.
The other thing, too, is in Game 2 of the NBA Finals, what also didn't help was Irvin Johnson was actually having as much rebounds as Dennis Rodman. He had like 7 rebounds in like 5 minutes, but he got into huge foul trouble, so he was ineffective. Now here's Julio Rodriguez, and that is a ball.
But yeah, you had
and all the
Bulls,
Sonics were.
and Jordan decided to go play some baseball, and you then had the
You know
Rockets.
that the whole baseball thing was an inside job, right? There was conspiracy to it. The pitch. And now here's a fly ball to left field. If that is fair, no, not even. No.
Well, and also Jordan, like people have asked, well, if he hadn't gone into baseball, would they have been able to just keep it going after that? And he's all like, no, we were way too complacent after the third win.
They got blown out of Key Arena in Game 3. Yeah, they did. In embarrassing fashion. Tony Kukoc was leading the way. Luke Longley's 19 points. Now the pitch. Low for a ball, 2-1. And Cal Raleigh will be on deck. He'll have a chance to do some damage.
If Julio can get on.
Let's get Cal Raleigh going. And after the bottom of the 5th inning, my game will be considered official. As we're at 2-1. And now the pitch. Low for a ball, 2-2. You know, it'd be a really cool idea for YouTube. What if if I was really available, I could try to chase for Cal Ripken's record and doing consecutive games.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Cal Ripken's record's so crazy that a school kid cannot beat his record on consecutive days.
Yeah.
And now the pitch. And that is going to be strike 2. Because you calculate 180 days of the school year.
Yeah, Jared, they did win 3 titles after that, but the thing is that with the exception of a few players there, is a lot of the supporting players that were on the Bulls were completely different when Jordan came back. And
now
that
we're at
3-2
3-2.
year that he came back, they were not that good.
I wonder if the Bulls would have beat the San Antonio Spurs in '99. I don't think they would have beaten Shaq and Kobe. But then the thing is with Shaq and Kobe, they wouldn't have had Phil Jackson. So there's still a debatable thing on there.
If Phil Jackson had been there, Jordan would have been
3-2.
there.
And a swing and a miss, strike 3. And Julio Rodriguez leaves a man on second base. And that is going to retire the side. Well, yeah, so I made the calculation. So from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade, you can beat Lou Gehrig's record, but you cannot beat Cal Ripken's record.
Yeah.
That's how insane and we're talking about 180 days worth of school.
And no player is going to ever get close to that ever again.
I actually I did 180 consecutive days in 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, and it ended in 11th grade because I had a weird flu.
Yeah, that was the big thing because the team and honestly, it makes sense that they would have gotten complacent. They won 3 in a row. Like after that point, you're all like, well, yeah, no doubt we'll win because we're the Bulls. We won.
Ron Harper was actually acquired after '94 season, and he was actually branded as the heir apparent to Jordan, and he didn't. And instead, he just became a defensive specialist in the point
But
guard.
and also the Magic did a hilarious mess up in that series where they would
Yeah,
end up beating the
missing
Bulls.
4 free throws in a row. The Bulls. Jordan couldn't hang on to the ball, and he got swiped by Penny Hardaway.
Well, because he did it as he did his number as 45.
I heard
And
Horace Grant and the Bulls don't have a good relationship anymore because of the way he left the Bulls.
and guess what? One of the players on the Magic, I can't remember which one, but he went
Nick
up
Anderson.
to Jordan and he said, 45 is not 23.
I think that was Nick Anderson.
And then literally that next day, Jordan comes out wearing
With
number
23.
23.
And he torched the Magic himself.
Well, yeah, but they still Bulls ended up losing that series. But what was funny is then that the next year when they met in the playoffs, there was this near the end, like it was the final game to I think sweep the Magic.
Yep.
And people are all like, "Why did Jordan miss that shot?" And then someone did the math, and they're all like, "Oh my gosh, he scored 45 points on 23 attempts." Like, so he deliberately missed that. He missed that last shot just to prove a point.
And now we're at 2-2, and now the pitch. Now here's a ground ball right to first base and foul. Maybe I should make a short on that. Like Jordan, did you know that Jordan missed? I could think that whole story.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly how all the details are, but I remember he did it to where it was like he scored 45 and it was like on 23 attempts or something like that.
We're at bottom of the
was
fifth,
something-
1-1. This is
something
to
crazy
Keith.
like that.
And now the pitch, low for a ball. And after this inning, my game will be considered official.
Or after Jordan left, then there was this one player who said, "Oh, like the Bulls got," and he's all like, "Oh yeah, I could take anyone on. I could even take Jordan on." And Jordan shows up at practice one day,
2-1.
and he's all
And
like, "I
that
hear
is
you've
going
been
to be
talking crap,"
3-1.
and just puts this guy in his place.
Logan Gilbert is at 76 pitches going in the fifth inning. I don't think he's going to get enough. I don't think he's going to go that deep at all. Since the
Not
league
gonna
is
go the
very
distance.
Nope, because and now here's a fly ball to center field, and Julio makes the catch. Nearly dropped it. Jack Flaherty's at 93 pitches, but the thing is, he's still wheeling and dealing. So I think personally, I don't think pitch count matters. As long as you're still strong in pitching, it doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
But analytics say, oh no, you have to bench the guy after 70 pitches. If he pitches number 71, he might risk Tommy John.
Well, and honestly, that's another issue entirely. It's called, lower leagues don't care about, pitchers' health. They just say pitch as hard as you can. And
Do you think pitch count restrictions have actually led to more Tommy
it could
John?
be.
Statistically, they say it has, like, ever since then, this kind of coincidence thing. And now the
But
pitch.
it's also just at younger levels, they are literally telling these players
To
these
pitch
kids
like nothing but
simply-
gas. Throw like 100 miles an hour.
and pitch just forever, essentially like that. And you're all like,
That's not
that
gonna
is
work.
just making it to where by the time they make it to the majors, they are literally like.
Now
an
here's a
absolute
line drive, and that is going to be a base hit to center field.
Now,
Yeah, that's true.
surprisingly,
Jared, that is true. Like, it's not because pitch count; it's because the way they're
Yeah.
pitching.
Yeah, it is.
Like
the way
Bryce
they're-
Miller, perfect example. He throws almost nothing but gas, and he's still not available because he's injured.
Well, honestly, that's why a lot of people have been asking. Like, some people are like, maybe we should just bring back the screwball pitch because that one actually was usually less stress on your arm.
Yeah, all these ironically, these breaking pitches were actually less stress.
Yeah. But the thing is that there's been a weird thing that a lot of people have been all like, why isn't this happened? Is that, have you ever seen a spiral humeral fracture?
No.
It is a rare occurrence. It typically happens to players who, and
Now
it's
the
typically
pitch.
like minor
Low
league
for a
players
ball.
or something like that, where essentially your humerus just like gets this spiral fracture that happens, and like your arm just like explodes. And sometimes it's so loud that it sounds like a gun is going off.
Oh, looks like there's something wrong with Cal Raleigh right now. No, it's actually Mitch Garver. I swear, every time Mitch Garver and Cal Raleigh it has a combination, something happens to Mitch Garver every single time.
But
Oh, that ball took a nasty bounce and it hit Mitch Garver in the neck, sounds like.
ooh, ouch. But the thing is that in the entire history of the MLB, where they've been tracking injuries and whatnot, only 7 pitchers have ever gotten the spiral humeral fracture, and they're all completely different reasons why.
Do you know what's the worst injury I've ever saw? Tony Saunders
Yeah,
of the Devil Rays. When he threw it, some
that's
say
a
that
spiral humeral fracture.
and the scary part is I heard that in the stadium you actually could hear the bone crack.
Yeah. And his is the most recent one that you have on footage. There was a guy who had it in 2014, but it was during a spring training game or a practice
1-0.
game, and
Low
all
for
the
a ball.
footage was destroyed after that because they didn't want to show that.
Apparently, Otani did this too. Yet yet to be seen if he goes back to it since he's still ramping up. I don't see the point of him being a pitcher anymore. I just don't.
They're just doing it for cool factor, essentially.
Just to sell tickets, basically.
Well, yeah. But the weird thing is all the guys that have had that injury, it is completely different reasons. The first guy, he had cancer in his arm, and he had surgery there to remove it. So that makes sense why he would have a fracture there. It was very weak. Another
pitch.
guy,
That's a strike 3-1.
He'd been pitching for a long time, so that made sense. It was just kind of like wear and tear. And then there was a few others that are really young guys who randomly got it.
3-1. And now here's a foul ball, 3-2.
And then Saunders tried to come back from his, and then in a year later, exactly, he got it again.
He must have been screaming again. I would.
Because he was trying to come back. And the thing is with that is there's been only, out of those 7 players, only 2 of them have come back, and it's for really relatively short careers. Like, it is the injury that if it happens, it's basically
it's over.
It's
worse than Tommy. It must sound worse than Tommy John.
The other one that's also really bad,
swing and a miss, strike 3.
Thoracic outlet syndrome. That one is also a career killer. Like, that's what got Strasburg. That's what got Matt Harvey. Most players that get thoracic outlet syndrome, they do come back, but they're not good anymore. Very few of them. Like, you can almost count them on your fingers of players that have come back and actually pitched good.
2-2.
Like,
actually, it's going to be popped up to Spencer Torkelson, and that is going to retire the side. And Dom Canzo makes the catch
in the World Baseball Classic. That was one. He had thoracic outlet syndrome when he came back.
Bump it. Twist it.
Sousa on the Astros right now. He also had
Hammer it.
thoracic outlet syndrome.
Bump it like you mean it. Score 4. Action.
Classic.
High score 75. Pull it. Twist it. Pull it. Twist it. Bump it. Twist it. Pull it. Twist it. Pull it. Twist it. Bump it. Twist it.
da, 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 da.
Oh man.
Just pop up that game over.
Game over.
Too bad.
So sad.
I'm going to sleep.
I would too. And now only have a half hour left, but got Cal Raleigh up to the plate. This is another
Cal
chance.
Raleigh up to the plate. He's going to pull Casey. Casey comes up to bat and Casey strikes out. Which I'm all like, where the heck did that story even come from?
I wonder if Northwest Sports Fanatics is on today. Of course he is. And he has 89 viewers. Ah!
Of course, yeah.
I mean, to his defense, he's been doing it for like
ever
10 years, and he got a lot of his audience during COVID.
Yeah.
I came in on the tail end of COVID.
Oh.
And now Cal Raleigh is now on the right side of the plate. Maybe something will happen.
Yeah, it's a lefty.
And now the pitch.
Oh, maybe he'll get something.
And that is going to be a strike.
One of these foul pitch
or ball.
Foul ones. We're close.
We're at 1-1 thus far. And now the pitch, and that is a foul ball.
For retro video game collectors, your worst nightmare, because that made everything stupid expensive.
I know. Houses got artificially more expensive. Joe Mauer or Cal Raleigh? Ooh.
Oh.
Well,
which part of Joe Mauer? First baseman or catcher?
Catcher, obviously. The pitch. And now here's a fly ball to left field. And if that is fair,
that was the foul ball I was talking about, because I saw that. I was all, oh, that's so close.
Ah.
But with Joe Mauer, you have to consider his time at first base, which he was not the same player.
I guess this is the 25th anniversary of Comerica Park, and guess which team played the Tigers in Comerica?
The Mariners.
And guess who got the first hit?
Now
the pitch to Cal Raleigh. And now here's a fly ball to center field, and actually going to go to the second. Nope, right fielder's got it. And he makes the catch, and Cal Raleigh's not going to do it. It sounds like Cal... It was John Olerud.
Okay. Because I'm all like, okay, it can't be Ichiro. That's too long ago.
I think at this pace, I'm not going to get to Cal Raleigh's third at bat.
No.
But just watch. I will, as soon as I get off the stream, he'll hit a home run.
Yep.
And now the pitch.
He's just waiting.
And that is a strike. Brett Boone had him on his podcast the other day. He won 3 batting titles. People forgot how good he was.
Joe he's Mauer, in the Hall of Fame, so I don't think people forgot how good he was.
Do you think Cal Raleigh has surpassed Dan Wilson as best catcher in Mariners history? I think he's already pretty much there.
Yeah, I think he has it. Like
you had to give it a couple years first, of course.
Yeah, as long as he can keep it up.
Yeah. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball.
Now, here's an interesting debate. Who is the second best closer of all time? Because everyone knows the number one. There's no debate there, but who's number 2?
They say it's Trevor Hoffman.
And honestly, a lot of people say Hoffman just because of the amount of saves. Honestly,
swing and a miss right there. You're going to say Billy Wagner, aren't you?
Billy Wagner is a really damn good pitcher if you look at his stats.
He was known for his blazing fastball and a nice curveball.
Yeah, like Billy Wagner's issue is he didn't have a lot of playoff experience.
Unfortunately so.
And his small sample size was
Bobby Ayala. Woo!
Was not great.
Nope. And now here is a ground ball to shortstop, and that is going to end the inning. And since I won, I want to play the Immaculate Grid because why not?
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to pick between that, or I'm going to pick between...
Okay, I cannot do 826 because I apparently pulled it up one time.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'll do 826.
Okay.
Of course, Jason Kendall, 16%.
Oh yeah, I see what I put in here. Catcher center field.
I'm gonna try Bobby Bonilla. Ooh.
Ooh.
Greg Maddux. Ooh.
It's not as bad as the one I put.
Oh, Jared Kelnick.
Ooh. Oh.
I'm gonna try BJ Surhoff. Nope. Fine, I'm gonna do Brady Anderson. Ugh.
Hey, it's not as bad as the one I did.
Catcher and center field in the same. And what? I don't know.
There's only one player that came to mind.
Nah, I'm not gonna. Don't tell me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gave me a hint on that one. Oh, Mike Piazza.
That was the one I was all like, yeah, I put that in. It was 28%.
Baltimore or San Diego or Baltimore or Pittsburgh. I don't know. Those are tough combinations. It's pretty rare when there's like crossing. Oh, I got one. Nope, not him. And it's over. 284, not bad.
Yeah. Well, even the bad ones didn't really sink you down that bad. Well, okay, There was at least you didn't think of Manny Machado.
Yeah.
Manny Machado would have tanked that.
Yep.
Because 46.
And we are back from the break, and it's still 2-2 game. And I have like literally 22 minutes until I got to roll. And now here is the pitch. And that is going to be up high for a ball. Who's your favorite Mariners starter of all time? Freddie Garcia? I'm going to say Jamie Moyer.
Yeah, Jamie Moyer.
The crafty left-hander who didn't rely on the fastball. Why else did he have insane longevity? Because he didn't rely on fastball, but he was very smart.
And honestly, if it hadn't been for a few minor league stints in his early career, he could have done 300 wins.
Yeah.
Because he got really close.
The 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball right to JP. Throw to first, and that's going to be in time. And now your next game is going to be... You're going to be 827. You got Cleveland and the A's. You got Cleveland and the Cubs. Cleveland and Philly. New York and A's. New York and Cubs. We'll see what you can do.
Yeah. So Jamie Moyer is 35th all-time in wins, and he had 269 when his career.
That's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah. Like I said, if it hadn't been for a few minor league stints in the like early to mid 90s, he would have probably had enough.
He didn't hit his prime till he was like 40.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. And now here is the 0-1.
Or the other crazy thing with one player, you can go from Nolan Ryan to Jose Altuve. One player.
And now we're at 2-2.
Because
now here is a 1-1. And that's going to be a strike.
Played and faced against Nolan Ryan.
The ball 2-1.
And then he played and faced against Jose Altuve when he was in Colorado for the end of his career. That's an insane career right there.
And the 2-1. And that is a ball, 3-1. I liked Freddie, but I was more of a Moyer guy. It's more of a preference thing. I certainly didn't like Aaron Seeley. He's what you call a regular season guy.
You know what you should have said? Even though he didn't actually pitch while he was on the Mariners, you should have said Ichiro. He did pitch.
In Miami.
Yeah, but he did pitch.
Uh-oh, and here comes Dan Wilson. And
seen enough.
I haven't seen enough. I think he can still go one more inning.
He's seen enough. He's all like, "You walk that man. I hate you. Get out. You suck, man."
No, seen enough is when you give up runs.
Well, he's given up 2 runs, so he stinks.
And here comes Dan Wilson, and he has seen enough. I think that's my what's my iconic words? It is seen enough, drilled to left field. Forget about that one. I literally got that from Tom Brenneman. He's like hammered to deep left. I think commercial break for bullpen's too short, so I'll give you commercial break at the end of the inning. But you may have a tough one.
Yeah. All right, no. One of these times we should do the additional challenge that you have to try to think of players that also happen to play like on a specific team.
Walter seems to still be nursing in his arm. Ugh.
Huh.
Maybe at this pace, I might at least be able to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" and then go.
Yeah,
that's possible.
He might make it.
But I don't think I'm going to get the Cal Raleigh next at bat though. That's the unfortunate part.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like that's going to be the case.
Now, had the guy called me and go, "Hey, can you come in like at early?" I'm like, no.
Okay. I'm analyzing this grid, trying to think of men I could put down.
And we are back from the break, and we got Casey Legumina up to the mound. And now here is Perez. And it's not like they're going for matchups. It seemed like maybe there was something wrong with Logan Gilbert, the pitch. And that is a ball.
They're all like, breaking news, Logan Gilbert's injured again.
Good one.
Or you could just be like the Houston medical staff and just say, "Oh, it's no big deal." And then, "Oh, yeah, he actually broke his leg." But it comes out like months later. You're just all like, what is with sports medical staffs and just playing it way too close to the chest?
And now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike.
I'm looking at this, and I'm not thinking of the All-Star one because that one, I could just throw some names out there, and that would be easy. They'll probably tank it, but I could
now here's a fly ball to left field, and Randy Arozarena makes the catch, and that's going to be 2 outs. Honestly, I still really think that it was pointless. I thought Logan Gilbert should have finished that inning. I still thought it was a knee jerk.
Or TK Anthony Rizzo last year on the Yankees, where he had a concussion for 2 months.
That's true.
And they're all like, "Oh, yeah, he had a concussion. Oops."
Oopsie.
Or with the Astros and Yordan Alvarez, and, "Oh, he just had a strain in his hand." No, he fractured his hand.
Oh, my God. They really messed
like,
that up.
honestly, there needs to be some sort of, like, rules set out here that this is ridiculous.
And that is a swing and a miss, and that is a strike.
Or Tucker last year where they said, "Oh, he just, bruised his leg." No, he broke his leg.
And now it's Meadows, who is 0 for 2. Now the 0-1, and that is a strike. And Meadows is also known for robbing one of Cal Raleigh's home runs.
Well, no, that foul ball robbed one of his home runs.
That too. Again.
Yeah.
Mariners tend to have a lot of foul ball home runs. I wonder how many they have. And that is up high for a ball, 1 and 2.
But yeah, for these teams, I am only thinking of one player.
What are you thinking?
Noah Syndergaard.
Noah Syndergaard's a guy.
Yeah?
He's the Thor. The 1-2. Low
2.
for a ball. That is going to be 2 and 2 to count.
There are
I only have
2 ones I could pick him for.
And I
trying to
only
think
have
which one
15
would
minutes
have-
left in this game.
Which one would get the bigger percentage?
We're at 2-2 for Meadows. And now the throw to first. And that is going to be not in time.
Because, yeah, I'm trying to think of some of these. Like,
I wonder who was the last one out. As we're at 2-2 for Parker Meadows. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball still. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is going to retire the side. We go to the game called the Immaculate Grid. Let's play.
Okay, let's do Syndergaard and Cleveland, Philly.
That's an interesting.
Because I'm all like,
yeah, you got that.
Okay, let's see. Let's go for Philly All-Star. Let's go Roy Halladay. Just throwing one out there.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Died in a plane crash.
Okay. Cubs All-Star. Let's see. Let's go Anthony Rizzo, because I'm going to guess he's been to the All-Star game.
I would have said Rafael Palmeiro. That would have been more obscure in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I could do that one. Like I'll see what that one was, just in case. Okay, A's. Reggie Jackson.
A's,
No, All-Star A's. All-Star A's. All-Star A's, not Cleveland.
Oh, you're gonna get wrecked on this one. Oh, 5%.
Well, no, Ricky Henderson would have wrecked me.
Oh yeah, I would have for sure.
Okay. Let's try to muddle some of these other ones. Because honestly, I'm blanking on these other spots.
Can't blame you for it.
Yeah. Because a few of these, if they were aligned differently, I would have had answers. Let's see.
Oh, game's over, kid.
Okay.
5-15. I still.
Well, yeah, 5-15. Let's see.
What would Rafael Palmeiro gotten you? And then we are back from the break, and now here is
Palmeiro
Mitch Garver.
Really helped. He was a .08.
And this is projected to be my final part of the game. And now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to deep left field. And that is gone. That is a home run for Mitch Garver. And the Mariners take the lead to make it 3-2. And that was just absolutely blasted and in a hurry. His 5th home run of the season. It's the Mariners 3 and Detroit 2. And Mitch Garver is just walking very slowly, not doing the Randy Arozarena. And just like that, Mariners have the lead.
Wow. Actually, the most common All-Star for the A's was Mark McGwire. And 7% too.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a shockingly low.
What was Rafael Palmeiro?
.08.
Oh, yeah, that would have helped for sure.
Yeah, that would have helped a lot. I was thinking Ricky Henderson would have really tanked me on the A's there. Because he's like the number 1 A that most people think of. Okay, seeing some of these, so.
Looks like there's some kind of discussion going on between the umpire. I wonder what's going on.
Thank you so much. We're going to get ready for the game broadcast. We're getting some things taking place. Thank you very much. We're going to put one in the bushes as soon as we come up to bat here, but we appreciate it very much. We'll get it back upstairs. Sally, thank you. That's awesome. Garver, a home run, and the they're talking to the staff. Something going on in the stands. I mean, they just looked up down the first base side.
Wonder what's going on. All I know is I may not even have time to do the 7th inning stretch. I'm probably just going to zip as soon as this inning is over. And now we got Dom Canzone up to the plate. And as you all know, that I will be taken off. I will be taken off after this game. And that's going to be a strike. Because you know what they say, don't quit your day job. And now we're at 3-2. And the only reason why I did this game is so I can see if I can get Cal Raleigh's home run. Now the pitch. And that is low for a ball.
Game in, though.
Yeah, I did get another game. So it all worked out. It'll just be funny if if Cal Raleigh hits a home run after the next at bat.
Well, okay, so
now
right
the pitch.
now we got
swing and a miss, and that is strike 2.
We're going to have Canzone's up, and it's going to be Williamson and Young. And then it's only just a few more after that Cal could come up.
Yeah, but if I go in another inning, it's going to cut it way too close.
Yeah.
We're at 1-2 for Canzone. The pitch. Outside for a ball, 2-2. Here's Dom Canzone. 2-2. Now here's a ground ball right to the third baseman. Throw to first, and that's going to be in time. Easy play, and that's going to be 1 out. And next up is going to be Ben Williamson. After Ben Williamson's going to be Cole Young, then Julio, J.P. Crawford, Julio, and then Cal Raleigh. But I don't know if it's going to make it by then.
Let's see. You know, all we need is a few guys to get on base.
There's Ben Williamson, who is 0 for 2 right now.
That's not how you get on base.
And now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. We're at 1-0. And now the pitch. And that is going to be a strike.
No, you know, one thing I wish they would bring back, even though it would be a stupid idea, is you remember for the Game Boy Advance, they did the video cartridges.
Oh, wait, hold on. What?
They did the video cartridges for the Game Boy Advance. So they had like cartoons and then like,
yeah.
Shrek.
Now here's a ground ball. And there's the throw to first in time, and that's going to be 2 outs. And I think at this rate, I don't think we're going to get Cal Raleigh one more time for me.
I don't think we are.
He's also very cold right now.
Yeah. But I'm all like, yeah, let's bring that back. Like, or the Shrek and Shark Tale combination card where it was like 144B or something like that.
You know, Shrek's like the only movie where I laughed and cried in the same movie.
But yeah, watch it at that like 144p quality.
The pitch to Cole Young, and that is a strike. And this could be the final batter.
Could be.
Until I got a roll, but at least I got the official game.
Well, he's not the final batter. I'm just going to say that.
Well, for me, the pitch and low for a ball. Aren't you a spoiler?
Hey. We got to get to Cal. We got to get to Cal.
Sometimes I wonder if what could have happened, what our reactions would have been like in this show. Now the pitch and a swing and a miss, strike 2. What it could have been if we were in the same show together for the Jordan Alvarez game.
Oh.
I would have been and here's a fly ball drilled to right field. Forget about that one. And Scott Service, what an idiot.
Well, okay, will say that I would have dropped a few F-bombs.
Yeah, you would have screamed in the top of your lungs.
Well, because I ran the game off, and one of my friends, I was texting him, and then I was all like, yeah, your team did really well. And then I just go, WTF,
1-2.
F.
Now here's a liner to
Look,
left
this
field, and that is
Jenkins.
going to be a base hit. And now we got Cole Young onto first base. And now it is going to be J.P. Crawford, and just 3 batters away from Cal Raleigh. I mean, just watch. Just watch. Cal Raleigh is going to hit a home run as soon as I leave this podcast.
In the 8th inning. He's going to hit a home run in the 8th inning, let's call it.
And he's going to laugh at me about it.
He's
Now
just going to
here's
stand
JP
there
Crawford, the
second for a
pitch.
moment and just laugh.
And that is going to be a strike. He goes, ha ha, Rooftop, you suck.
You didn't make it. Just someone's watching it in the dugout, and they're all like, oh, stream's over.
We're at 0-1 now, the pitch. And now here's a fly ball, foul ball. And for tomorrow, I'm expecting myself to have a video criticizing myself from last game where I literally choked the last inning alone. We're at 0-2. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's going to retire the side, which also means this show is over. And Josh, I just want to say thank you very much for once again being on the show. I will be expecting you on Friday against the Houston Astros. That will be a doozy. And TK, thank you. Tokyo Joe, thank you. Jared, thank you. And everyone else, all I can say is to everyone, including myself, don't quit your day job. Everyone have a great afternoon and go Mariners, and bye-bye. Yeah, get out of here.